Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this Valentine poster right here in Photoshop. As usual, all the assets are going to be made available in the description box below, so do well to download it and design along with me. Without talking so much, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I did was to create a new file right here, and the dimensions I'll be using are 1080 pixels by 1440. And I'm going to leave my artboard selected and make sure your other settings are just like mine, and click on create. Once your workspace has been created, the first thing I'm going to do is to bring in the color palette. Like I said, all the assets are available in the description box, so I'll bring in my color palette here. Right, so with my color palette brought in, first thing I'm going to do is to create a gradient. So I'm going to click on this, and this yellow I'm going to change it to this light pink, and the other part I'm going to change it to white, and I'll make sure that the opacity is at 100. And yeah, I'll adjust it like this a bit, and I think it's pretty okay. I'll click on OK. Next thing I'll do is to bring in this. I'll bring this in and I'll expand it. Then I'll change the blending mode to soft light. Alright, and then I'll select the gradient and I'll press Ctrl Shift N, and to open this to create this dialog box, and I'll change the mode to soft light, and then I'll click here and click OK. Then right click on it and convert it to a smart object. Then go to filter, go to noise, go to add noise, and maybe we can add noise of 7 and click on OK. Then you can now bring in this background and then expand the size, change the blending mode to overlay, and you can reduce the fill a little bit. I think I'll leave my fill at 58. Alright, then select 4 of them, press Ctrl G, and then you can call that BG for background. Alright, now that we have that, I'll go and copy this text. The text is also available in the description box, so to make it easy for you guys. So I'll paste the text in, and I'll reduce the size to like, let's try 24. 24 is too small. Let's try 36. I'll change the color to black, and I'll change it from Montserrat medium to Montserrat regular. So it's Montserrat that we are using, and I'll make it all capital. Right, so centralize it. Then I'll go and copy the next set of text, which is this Valentine packages. I'll paste it in. I'll unclick this all capital option here under type options on your properties panel. This first one, unclick it so that it's not be capital anymore. Then I'll change the font from Montserrat to this trailer demo. Alright, I'll centralize it. I'll press Ctrl T and I'll expand it. So I'll increase it like this. Then for the line spacing, I'm going to reduce it. I will keep on reducing it. Alright, so I have the size of the text to be 209, and then the line spacing to be 132. So now I'm going to move it up. Then I'll click on FX and I'll click on gradient overlay, and then I'll edit the gradients. The first part of the gradient will be this dark pink, and then the other part will be the light pink. Okay, and then you can leave the angle and other settings to whatever preference you prefer. I'll just leave mine like this, and I'll click on OK. And I'll select both, press Ctrl G, and I'll call it headline. Okay. And next thing I'll bring in is the footer. I already designed it and I saved it as a PNG file, so you guys don't have to stress. But if you want to do it yourself, you can also do it yourself. It's just text that's written there, and then two icons, WhatsApp icon and a call icon with a line. So it's pretty straightforward. Once you've brought that in, the next thing is to select your rectangle tool. Create a rectangle like this where your text is going to be written, and then click on this icon point and drag it to create a curved edges. To create curved edges, right? Yeah, so we have that rectangle. The next thing is to start writing the text that's going to be on it. So I'm going to copy this 5 census packages and I'll paste it in. I'll change the color to, should I use this dark pink or the bright pink? I'll use the bright pink and I'll centralize it. Press Ctrl T. Okay. Now these census packages, I'll select it and I'll change the font to Arsenica. I think demi bold. Yeah. The reason I didn't select 5 is because Arsenica does not support numerics. It does not support numbers for now. Or maybe I downloaded the one that that does not support numbers. Anyway, so after that, the next thing is the actual packages. So the first one is smell. So I'm going to copy everything, but I won't copy smell. I'll just type it in. I'll select my text tool and I'll type smell. I'll change the font to Arsenica. Arsenica demi bold. I think I increase the size. Then I'll duplicate it. That duplicates. I'll now paste that text that we copied, remember. I'll change the line spacing to auto. I'll change the font to Montserrat medium, and I'll make it left aligned. And I'll add a bullet point, change the color to black. I think I'll make smell left aligned as well. So I'll select both of them, move them this way. Right, so I'll select those texts, I'll press Ctrl T and I'll reduce the size. Right, reduce the size, move it up a bit. Then smell as well. And to zoom in. I'll reduce the size of smell. Alright, so we have this. I'll select both, hold Alt and then drag it to duplicate. Select my text tool. I'll edit smell and I'll rename it as touch. Then I'll go and copy the other text on that touch and I'll paste it in. Okay, so we have smell and touch. Now I'll select both of them, both smell and touch. Select both of them and then hold Alt, duplicate it again. Right, and then I'll go and copy the next set of text, which is sites. Select my text tool, paste it in, then rename this smell to sites. This touch, I'll rename it to taste, and then I'll go and copy the necessary text on that taste. Come in here, paste it. Right. Then sites. I'll copy sites only. I'll select sites and then duplicate it like this. Then I'll go and copy the next text, which is sound, which is basically the last the last part of the five senses. Remember, it's five senses, so there's smell, touch, sight, taste, and then sound. So I'll select sound and I'll edit it. Alright, so it doesn't fit, so we have to kind of make space. So these five senses packages, I'll move it up a bit. In fact, the headline, move the headline up a bit and press Ctrl T. I'll actually reduce the size just a little, and that the white rectangle, I'll adjust it like this with my rectangle tool. Then now we can now adjust. I cannot adjust this, so we can move what we need to move. So just select what you need to select and move them up. Alright, so everything fits in properly. And the last thing that I need to type is the extra information there, so I'll just come here and copy it, select my text to paste it in. I don't know why the font keeps on changing, but we'll reselect Montserrat. I'll use Montserrat regular, and we'll change the size to 24, and I'll just bring this other part to the bottom, right this. So I use my move tool to move it up, right. So make sure everything is aligned, right. I'll select my rectangle tool, right click on it and select the line tool. Then I'll come here and create a line like this, and I'll change the color of that line to black so it will be visible, or maybe even pink. Yeah, I'll leave it at pink. Okay, so we've written all the necessary text that we need to write. So now I'll select everything, press Ctrl D, and I'll write text. Alright, so if I hide that text group, you can see everything will hide. Alright, now I'll now start bringing in this rectangle. I'll just put it into this background group, or drag it and put it into the background group. Right, so next thing, I'll bring in this heart image. Alright, I'll press Ctrl U after bringing it to kind of adjust the color to make it a little bit pink. Right, so hue will be -32, saturation should be +14. Then after doing that, I'll press Ctrl T and I'll reduce the size and I'll place it here at the bottom right. No, I'll cut it off, it's when I'm editing. Alright, so I'll place it at the bottom right, and I'm going to go to filter, blur, motion blur, and let's blur it a little bit. I think I'll leave the angle at, I don't know, at anything to be honest. Angle -15, distance 7. Then I'll hold Alt, I'll duplicate it, drag it to this point. Then I'll go and bring in this that I downloaded, reduce the size. I'll press Ctrl U as well to adjust it. I want it to be reddish a bit, so I'll leave my hue -39. Press Ctrl T. I'll flip it like this. I don't know, just flip it anyhow you want. I don't even know anymore at this point. Well, I I just wanted to show. Let's place it here at the bottom like this. Alright, and then drag it to duplicate it. I don't know why I'm wasting so much time on this thing, but you know what? I'll just leave it like this. Then I'll add a little bit of blur. So I'll go to filter, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and I'll add blur of like 2. Yeah, and yeah, I think that was majorly it. Then at the top, you can now press Ctrl Shift Alt E, and then convert it to a smart object. Then go to filter, go to camera raw filter. And then in here you can now make whatever edit you want, or increase contrast a bit, increase texture, increase grain, reduce vignettes. I don't really want to edit that much. Increase sharpening, and then click on OK. And that is basically how I created this flyer design in Photoshop. I'm sure it was pretty simple. If you have any questions, you don't understand anything, let me know in the comment section, and I'll be doing to explain. If you have any videos you want me to make, also let me know. I'll try my best to make them, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Peace.